All right, guys, welcome to the THIELEN, STEFON, DIGGS film breakdown, the route running breakdown. Guys, if you like this video, please leave in the comments who you guys would like me see break down next. I'd really appreciate that, and let's get started. So this first route here, THIELEN's going to be running a stutter go comeback. So what he's going to be working off this line is he knows this is a longer developing route, so he's got to get into this quick. Gives a little bit of a hesitation here, then a 1-2 is exploding off of this leg, then he's getting upfield right now. He's working upfield, going to be selling this fade, going to be working this stutter. So as he's bursting up, he's selling like he's just running a hitch right now. He's just going to be turning around. Cousins is going to have this ball out right now. This DB's sitting here thinking hitch, gives violent hands, fast feet, and now he's working upfield. Now he restacks him to sell like he's just going to be going fade. This is essential for him to sell the fade. Now, another thing I want you to notice right now is he's looking back for this ball, which makes this DB think, ball's coming, I got to kick up in the second gear, because that's why they teach the guys, don't look until you get some separation. So, as he's working upfield, he's selling this fade, keeps the exact same pad level. Now he's snapping down into this comeback. This is a great snap down step right here. Aggressive. He's going to have explosive hips. Gets that chin, gets his chin to his knee. Almost obviously not right there, but he's sinking at his hips, getting his chin to his knee. Good pad level. Now, as you can see, that first step, he takes about 5 steps to get out of this break. We would like 3, but it's a longer developing route. It's a tough break to get out of, so 5 will do. But 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, what I want you to see is those steps get him back down on this 45-degree angle. That's what gets him out of this thing fast. Everybody loves to talk about that first initial snap down step, but what about the steps that come after that? And he does a great job of getting him angled back down on a 45-degree angle. So 2, 3, 4, 5. And now I want you to see what he's doing off of this outside leg right here. He's pushing off of this inside arch to make him explode out of this break, to make him run out of this break. One critique I could have is I see how this leg kind of shoots up and it comes back around. We would like it to just come straight forward. He's pumping those arms, shoots that head around, and he could just run out of this thing as fast as possible. But it's still a great job of running out. Cousins does a great job. Now, see what this does is it gets this DB to overcommit. Now, what a lot of these DBs don't work on is changing direction like this, maybe 15, 18 yards down the field. They work that 5-yard range. This is a great job by THIELEN doing that, getting in and out of this route, catching this ball. Let's watch this thing full speed. So comes off, stutter, in and out of this break, snaps the head around, runs out, catches this ball, gets out of bounds. All right, so this next video, as you can see, this DB's bailing. Bailing out of there. He wants no part of it. It's a zone coverage look because he doesn't want to give him this sideline. He's trying to make him go, or because he's trying to make him go inside into the field. If it was man coverage, he would want him to work into the sideline. But so what THIELEN does here is he takes this pressure step right here. That's what we call a pressure step. It's almost like a stick, but he's just a pressure step when he's working vertical, and he's going to be attacking this DB's blind spot. This is his blind spot right here. This is his weak hip. You want to attack that spot for him. So he starts attacking right into that zone. What that does is the DB can't look. That DB can't see him. He's looking here. He has no sight of him, so he has to turn to make sure he gets vision, and THIELEN does a great job of getting in and out of this break, having some violent hips at the top, violent hips right here to get in and out. Snaps his head around. Ball's coming right now. He catches, secures the catch, and he's worried about getting upfield right after the catch. That's a great job of catching and worrying about getting upfield. Let's watch this thing full speed. Pressure step, attack the blind spot. So we're going to be here. Pressure step. Stop right on the dime, get some separation, maybe a little bit of a push, catch that ball, then get upfield. All right, so this is another look from their training camp. So THIELEN is going to be, this is a lot like the first video, because I think this could be a setup off of the first video, that stutter go comeback. He's just going to be running a straight hitch right now. So as you can see, he kind of takes that same release off the line where he goes 1, 2, and he's exploding. As you can see, look at his shin angle. He's pushing off that inside arch of that foot, and he's getting vertical right now, just like that release he was working in the beginning of the video. But now what I want you to see is now he's selling the fade like he was, but what's he doing? He's actually swatting him by, and rather than just having fast hands, fast feet, he's actually running a hitch. So what I want you to see here is he's attacking his wrist. He's not fighting these hands, because your hands are never going to work. You got to get that point of control. And this wrist, this elbow, this back of the shoulder, that's a point of control. And look at THIELEN's hips back here. Violent hips, being able to stop right on a dime, shoots that head around, and gets in and out of this break, catches this ball. He attacks this ball. He doesn't just sit there and wait for it. He's coming forward. He's not just sitting back here. He's coming forward at this ball, catching this thing out in front of his face. And then what's he worried about? He's getting upfield right now. Let's watch this thing in full speed. So he takes this same release off the line. 1, 2, coming outside shoulder. Throws him by, violent hips, able to stop right on a dime, attack this ball, and get in and out of this break. That's why you stop right on a dime, guys. Okay, so now we're going to be watching THIELEN come off this route. So as you can see here, he's just coming, taking this inside release. He's got a lot of cushion with this guy, but he's going to be running a corner route, so he knows he has to get up into this route. It's a longer developing route. It's not a quick slant or something, so he doesn't have a lot of time off this line. He's got to get up so the timing isn't screwed up. So he just takes this inside right now. See how he stays out of this range with the DB, where the DB could get hands on him and maybe reroute him. So he stays out of that range, but what he does a good job of is dipping this shoulder just a tad, not crazy amount, but getting into position where he's able to stack this guy, and this DB is on his back hip right here. That's where he wants the DB. He wants him to feel him because he's going to give him a little bit of a three-step rocker right here. So he's going to be one. That's the first step of the rocker. He's selling like he's just going out right now, right to this corner right here. Then two, like he's selling just going to this post right now. I tried to get him with a single rocker step. And what I want you to notice is his head's coming outside, his body's working outside, and watch what this DB does. Then he goes three, same deal. A little bit of a head shake, a little bit of a shoulder shake. Gets this guy to bite. He's thinking post all day, and Thielen's able to just slip back behind, shoot that head around, locate this ball, and come make this catch. Come make a great catch. Your Cousins put this ball a little bit in front of him. He puts this thing on him. I think Thielen could turn up the sideline and score here. Maybe score. He'd have to break a tackle, but that's a hell of a catch and a hell of a route by Thielen. All right, so let's get into the STEFON DIGGS part of the video. Now, this is a sluggo almost on the goal line, so it's a little bit tight, it's a little bit broken down. But he's sounding like he's just going one-step slant right now. I want you to see how explosive this first step is. He's coming off the line, explode. He's pushing off this inside arch. You could really see how much push he's getting off of this first step, exploding out. Shoots his head around. He's looking for the ball. He commits his body, and what's the DB doing? Same thing. He thinks the throw's coming. He thinks the ball's coming right now. That's a great job by DIGGS. 2, 3. It's a three-step route. He's just going right here. He's going 1, 2, 3, 4. Excuse me, four-step route. And I want you to see his chin is to his knee. He's got violent hips right here. This is the definition of stopping right on a dime, guys. Getting this DB to overcommit, giving his shoulders, giving his eyes, and he's able to avoid those hands and come back upfield and catch this ball toe tapped and get it down. That's a great route by STEFON DIGGS. Great job sinking his hips, getting in and out of this thing. Let's watch this thing full speed. Step, down, and then over the top. That's a great job by STEFON DIGGS in the red zone. All right, so we're going to be here. Now, DIGGS is going to be running a post out. Now, this is another way you can run an out route with the DB on the outside leverage. And after this, there's going to be another video where we're going to show the same thing. So what he's working here, he's coming off this fourth outside. So I want you to see how explosive this step is. He is really sudden, push, explosive. Now, one thing I want you to see, though, is look at this left arm. I don't want you guys doing this because when you throw that left arm up or you throw your right arm up when you're making a break, that's letting the entire arena, the entire stadium know that a break is coming. You want to keep those arms pumping, keep those arms straight forward, but this ends up working for him because he does want to sell this post. So he goes 1, 1, 2. See, he does this. The thing about this route, what's so great, is all he had to do was commit his shoulders to get this DB to commit. He didn't even give his quarterback his eyes, because imagine if he did give him his eyes. That DB would really break on this ball. So he could even get even more separation. But he comes to this post, 1, 2, 3. 3 steps. He's pushing off of this inside arch like we could see, and he's going to be snapping his head back around and getting flat down right now. Shooting his head around, catching this ball, get out of bounds. That's a great job by DIGGS, working this post out, running an out with the corner outside leverage, turned his shoulders, running with him, trying to give him this middle of the field because it's zone coverage. 3 steps to the post, and then breaks back on this out. All right, so next video here. He's going to be running a rocker step out. So he's going to be breaking off this third inside step on this rocker. 2, 3, like he's going post right now. He's exploding off this inside arch here. And he's pushing like he's selling post. Now, I want you to watch his upper body. His upper body is completely turning. He's exploding off of that outside foot. And it's getting this DB to overcommit because he's selling like he's going post. Hell, maybe he just ran a post out like we were selling over there. Or he's ran a post all game. I guarantee you he's ran both of those. But he's exploding off that inside arch, getting 2 steps. And look at his body, look at his head. He's giving a little shake inside, gets this DB to think that he's coming post right now. And I want you to look at the angle of his foot. He's pushing off that inside arch like we've been talking about all day. shoots his head around, snaps that head around, gets up to his depth, catches this ball, toe taps, and get out. This is a great way to run an out when the DB is off coverage. So let's watch this thing a little bit full speed now. So he's coming out, 1-2, gets him to bite inside, catch, toe tap, get out of bounds. All right, so this is the last route we're going to break down right now. So this is another, Diggs is running another route, and this is a great way to run a route where he's taking an inside release. He knows it's a little bit longer developing route, so he just gives a 1-2 step, so he just gives an in-out release. Now watch what this does to the DB. Gets him step in this direction. His weight's a little bit here. He's a little bit on his heels. That's all we need off of this, guys. That's really all we need. And Diggs is staying in this range where the DB doesn't have hands on him. He has to address him. He has to go get hands on him. So he's working inside, looking back for this ball like he's just coming up on maybe a post right now. He might be running a dig or a little bit of a seam up the hash. Now, what this guy's doing is he's expecting the ball right now, but he doesn't have hands on him. DBs, we can't not have hands on our guys. And watch what Diggs does. He's able to just snap down. That's great job having violent hips, getting that chin to that knee metaphorically, getting 2 steps and pushing off that inside arch. That's a very hard break to make. You need to be very athletic to go 2 steps and get in and out of a break. And the reason why it works is because, see, he's going full speed without hands on him. He can't touch him. All Diggs has to do is be able to stop on a dime. 2 steps. As you can see, though, that left one kind of swings. You can see his left arm swing up. That lets the whole stadium know he's breaking. He's got to get a little bit better at that, and I'm sure he would tell you that. 2, explode out, snap that head around, and catch this ball right here. Let's watch this thing a little bit full speed. So off the line, 1-2, working up, working up, working up. 1-2, snap down, catch this ball. And that's the end of the video, guys. I really want to thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Please leave in the comments who you guys would like to see me break down next. And please subscribe to this channel. That would also really mean a lot to me. I'll see you guys next time.